This is Tony Reeves, and this is Voting Practices 101. Don't fall for the okie doke of attack ads. You should be seeing them already. All kind of ads that talk about how this person ain't hitting on this person is garbage, this person's going to cause the apocalypse. And people will listen to those ads because even though they hate them, there's a lot of people who rely upon them or use them to serve as the basis for why they vote for somebody or not vote for somebody. Don't fall for the okie doke. Please don't allow yourself to be schooled by those ads. I know you don't want to hear this, and this is going to sound a lot like work because it is a lot like work. Don't allow yourself to be so caught up that you don't take the opportunity to research the candidates yourself. There's an old phrase they use in the military, trust but verify. It's a nice way of saying, listen, if you see an attack ad and you think that what they're saying is true, it's okay for you to trust it, but verify that for yourself. Don't just blindly take it into your mindset that because they're saying this person's going to cause the downfall of society, that's actually going to happen because that's what they said. You don't know them, they don't know you. Take the opportunity to educate yourself accordingly so that this way, when you're making a decision, yes, you may have some reservations about this person, but determine from dealing with them directly or their campaign directly whether or not those reservations are correct. And this is where the biggest problem that a lot of people run across is understanding what is really important to you. You can get as much information from these ads as possible and they can sway you one way or the other. But if you don't know what's important to you, whether it's important for your Medicare to continue, whether it's important for your taxes to be low, whether it's important for your streets to be improved, whether it's important that the shrubbery is taken care of, whether it's important for the police and crime to be done and the police and fire department and the EMTs to be more financially supported. If you don't know what those things mean to you, then you're going to be swayed by anything. So don't allow yourself to be swayed. You need to start asking yourself the question, what is important to you on a day-to-day basis? And how are what these people are doing going to impact you? And don't allow yourself to be so blinded by ads that tell you, oh, these people are going to cause crime to come to your area. They're not going to purposely cause crime to come to your area. Find out what they're going to do to address the crime in your area if that's your concern. So start putting together a list. What's important to you? And what is this person going to do in order to address that? And here is the hardest thing to do. Always look for the other side. If you're seeing an attack ad telling you that this person is horrible, ask yourself this question. What's the other side of the equation? Now, not necessarily the other side of the person who's giving you the ad. I'm just saying, if somebody says, Anthony Reeves, he is going to bring about the apocalypse because he believes in this. Well, don't just listen to that. Come over to Anthony Reeves, my campaign. I'm not running, of course, but I'm just saying, come over to me and say, hey, do you believe in that? Like, no. Well, they're saying you are. Because I'm going to look at you and say, because you at least came and asked me, I'm honored. Because that means you care enough to be informed. And two, I'm going to make sure I educate you and give you something to think about. Because I know there are people who are going to look at my course of action, the things that I've done in the past, and draw conclusions about who I am today, as opposed to looking at how I've evolved to become who I am now. Trust me, knucklehead 20-year-old Anthony Reeves is not the same person who's here today at 51, a little bit more since Anthony Reeves. And so take the opportunity to educate yourself and not be swayed by those people who are using these ads to push you in a direction when you should be the one guiding the direction for yourself.